Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Twinbladez, also known as Scott. You can call me Scott. So, what's going on with me and what's going on with this video? Well, quite frankly, I've come back from heart surgery after a month, and we're going to be doing an ultra-wide tutorial-esque video on how I use my ultra-wide 49-inch Samsung G9 monitor to record videos on Twitch and on YouTube. Now, I had a lot of issues in regards to trying to find people to do videos for this, or to find my own research, so I decided to make mine myself. And I also did a bit of research using some Twitch streamer called GhostFreak66, who's a well-established Tarkov streamer who helped me with these settings as well. So I'll be leaving his link for his Twitch in the description below. It's down to him. I have no affiliation with him. He was just a nice person to help me out, and I feel like I owe it to him for that, so I appreciate that. So starting off, we are going to be going on about how I do it and what you're going to kind of sacrifice in regards to this. So for instance, Twitch and YouTube only support 16:9 or 16:10 content to use their full features. So for instance, YouTube only allow you to use end cards if you have a 16:9 ratio of a monitor or footage going on their website. So it doesn't matter what resolution it's in, as long as it's supported by 16:9. So, you know, 4K, 2K, 3K if you wanted to call it. No, there isn't anything called 3K. But, you know, 1080p, 720p, you know, those kind of stuff. And working down. But what I'm going to show you is what you're going to kind of sacrifice with the content when you're doing it with an ultra-wide monitor and trying to get the full usage out of your monitor, and how I'm going to be doing my content moving forward. I do ask as a disclaimer, I have recorded this video 3 times because microphone issues, but I also am not used to talking to a camera. So if you do like this video and you find it helpful, please leave a thumbs up. Also, make sure you leave a subscription down below if you want to see more videos, and you also want to see me grow being able to talk to a camera and not be a complete nervous wreck. But hey ho, let's get into the video and we'll find out what I do to do a YouTube video. So we're going to move over to the other monitors and I'm going to show you how it works out. So what you see here is my standard 27-inch monitor that I usually use Twitch chat for. You see everything on the desktop, you see all my buttons, you see all my my watch, well, my clock at the bottom right, and you see everything there. So this is what you would see on your desktop. So this is what you see, and this is how that works out. So starting with how I do that, so that's standard, what you would see. Now going over to what what you'll see when you first put in your monitor into the OBS monitor, you'll basically see this. This is what a 32:9 footage looks like in full res. You've got black bars. You'll not be able to, you'll have to fill in that space somehow. Your viewer for YouTube will adjust to the borders, so it will come up to about here for you in terms of footage, and it will be a very small player, and anybody with an ultra-wide monitor will be able to watch your footage in full ultra-wide 32:9 goodness. But anybody on a 16:9 monitor, 27-inch, 32-inch, anything like that, will be only able to see it like that, and it can be a little bit iffy on phones as well. So what I did there was I held Alt and I pulled the bars up to meet the black bars. Once I meet the black bars, what I do is I go over to my transform, and we go to transform. We'll make a new one here as well anyway. So this is one that I put in earlier that was just full screen. And what I already did, I already moved the black bars off of it. So what you're going to do, once again, you hold Alt for that and remove the black bars. So that's how you do that. And what I'm going to do is go to transform. Control D is the shortcut. So Control D, click on the source, Control D, and that centers it. Now you got a little bit of OBS inception here, but we will pull the OBS off that so you can see my desktop. So moving to the desktop, you can see the center of my desktop and everything in the center of the desktop. So if I open Steam, you'll be able to see the Steam homepage, and if I open my library, the one thing you might find out is that my library on the left hand side list has disappeared, and anything towards the right hand side content is cut off. Now this is a slight issue because when you center that scales that footage so big, anything that's on your extended peripheral vision for your monitor is cut off. So you're basically putting a 32:9 into a 16:9, but you're cutting off the extra footage that you can see in the length. Now this is the only way you are going to be able to stream or use YouTube in a 16:9 ratio, because if you try to stretch it, it will look warped and it will look weird and it doesn't work. So there are games that you can use to get around it, such as Call of Duty Cold War. When you're streaming Call of Duty Cold War or Warzone, you can go into the settings and change the HUD bounds. So basically, I've already got COD loaded up here. It'd probably just be a little bit laggy, but as you can see, if I open multiplayer, that's what you would see as a 27-inch monitor, and that's what you see in on my ultra-wide monitor. It's cut off the ends, but that's what you would see. So it's the main content of the game. Now, what you can do as well is to make sure you don't cut off all the content, is you can then go in. So we'll just start up a game with bots. So quickly, just throw some bots in here. We'll jump into Moscow, and I will show you the footage that you're going to be cutting off. So you're going to be cutting off your extra peripheral vision, but you'll be able to see it. You're also going to be cutting off your ammo, your tactical map, your mini map at the top right, and anything on the left hand side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. So right now, if I go into interface, go to HUD bounds. So this is what I have it set to, so you can see the content. If I defaultly set this to basically reset it, this is what you see. You see no ammo at the bottom right, you see no health at the bottom left, you see no mini map on the bottom left, and you see no kill streaks. Now if I go back into interface and go to HUD bounds, and I pull these to the center just to meet where my OBS is and hit apply, you can now see everything that a 27-inch monitor will see. You see my mini map, you see the health at the bottom left, and you also see the ammo. So this is how I get around it. Now not all games support this in regards to content. I also, sorry, it's a little bit laggy. I'm doing this on a display capture rather than I died by a bot. I'm doing this on a display capture, and I'm not and I've got multiple sources for it. So that is how I do my content for Cold War. But like I said, not all games will have this setting, so you won't be able to always remove or move HUD bounds in games to be able to sort that out. Now games with no HUD, they're your sweet spot, because you don't need to worry about cutting off content, because all that is mattered is the central part of your screen. So the central part of your screen is the main key focus, and when you're streaming as well, you can do this with an Elgato stream capture or game capture and be able to do this as well. It is slightly, you can still get the black bars. You can use the alt and the drag feature for the little red bars on OBS or slobs to be able to cut that off. And then as long as you right click and central to screen, it will center your footage and it will scale it as big as possible. Now you can't scale it all the way out manually, because OBS will only allow you to do that within the window, and it will meet the bounds of your monitor. So you have to center the screen and kind of manipulate it so it scales it for you to the massive size of the screen, and probably to outside the bounds that you can adjust it again. So by doing that, then you will be able to do your content in a 16:9 ratio, but still have the same gaming glory goodness of a 49-inch G9 monitor or any other 49-inch monitor that you would choose of your choice. So this is how I'm going to be doing my content moving forward. Like I said, I'm not good at speaking to a camera. I was finding out the kinks with the software and finding the kinks out with the monitor. As you will probably see, I will link in or on the screen at the moment, you will probably see a little pop-up for the Resident Evil video I did in full ultra wide, just as a test, and because I did the content in that and I couldn't figure out how to fix it it probably took me about a month or so to figure it out, and then I found Ghost Freak 66 and he helped me out quite a lot. So I just thought I would do a YouTube video tutorial on anybody who would be struggling. I probably am not the best person to explain it, but this is how we do it. So I'm going to be doing my content moving forward there. I'm going to be doing the rest of the Resident Evil series in this kind of ratio, 16:9, so I can use YouTube end cards. So if you did find this video helpful, please leave a thumbs up. Also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I also will leave Ghost Freak 66 Twitch link down below if you want to go watch him. He's a great Tarkov streamer. He's a good person to speak to as well, very friendly, very helpful. If you have any other questions, you probably could ask him as well. You can always find my Discord as well down below, or add my Discord name and message me personally if you find that this video was helpful and need to ask me any further questions. More than happy to help out in regards to the monitor. I'm not a professional in regards to the monitor. It's just my personal experience that I've dealt with the monitor. So this is how I'm going to be doing my content moving forward. And like I said, if you leave a subscription down below, you get notified when I post new videos moving forward. I'm, like I said, don't speak to cameras very often, and I'm not a very good public speaker, but we're going to be learning that, and I'm more looking to get into YouTube full time because it's something I want to do. I enjoy editing and I enjoy making content, and I hope people enjoy my content. So I would like to get some feedback of that in the comments, and take that on board. But this is probably the end of the video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, and if it was helpful, leave a comment down below and let me know. If not, then I can always answer any questions you might have, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.